Bienvenidos. What's good? Hello, guys. This is the last week of the year, so I'm just filming as much as I possibly can. If you have seen this video, first of all, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do Alex Miss again for another year. I hope you guys enjoyed all the uploads that I had. I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas holiday season, whatever it is that you celebrate. This was a fun year, you guys, and this is my last video of 2023. You guys, we are wrapping it up. And I wanted to share with you guys my goals for 2024, my makeup goals for 2024, what you can expect to be thrown into the mix of 2024. And if you guys have any suggestions, I'd appreciate it. And I want to thank you guys, really, truly want to thank you guys for being so welcoming of my new changes to my channel as far as my memberships go. You guys are amazing with that. Any suggestions, any input that I've asked, any feedback, you guys have been really, really good, and I do appreciate it very much. I don't want you guys to think that I don't appreciate you guys, because I really do. I put a lot of time and effort into this channel, into making videos for you guys, into prep work. It takes up a lot of my own time, and I don't want you guys to think that I take you guys for granted. So I just want to take the moment right now to say thank you. I am excited to see what 2024 brings. I hope it's a little bit of an easier year, but with the world that we live in, I am just ready with my armor on for anything that's being thrown at me. So anyway, so you're here to hear, two different hears. The makeup goals that I have for 2024. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, you guys. So I have about 5 different things that I want to bring up for you guys, that I am trying to be a little bit more mindful of for next year, to remember to incorporate in my videos next year. And I'm putting it out there so then you guys can hold me accountable for it. Remind me, because I tend after a few months to forget things, and I don't want these things to be forgotten, because I'm making a list for this reason. So first and foremost, I genuinely want to use more of my luxury makeup next year. I realized this year that a lot of my items that I brought into Project Pans were inexpensive products. And I don't mean drugstore, because I really don't own much drugstore, but it was more of inexpensive products. I tend to neglect my Natasha Denona's, my Pat McGrath's, my Danessa Myricks, my Viseart, those kind of products, because I keep them in a higher, pedestal, and I don't want them to get dirty, wasted. I need to get out of that mindset. I've gotten better with it, but I want to get even more with it. So whenever I get prompts in different Project Pans or in overall Project Pans, I want to bring more of these things in. I want to use them, because if I were to die tomorrow, I'd leave quite a bit of a collection that's basically brand new of luxury items, and I don't want to do that. So that's one of my very, very main things I want to do, is to just incorporate more of my luxury makeup into my everyday videos, my everyday life in Project Pans. 2, I want to incorporate more of my cream and liquid products. I did a really good job with the blushes, the cream blushes, but I didn't do such a good job with cream eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, my lip products, my other face products. So I have to be more mindful, since this specific year in 2023, I inherited quite a bit of cream and liquid products. I need to be more mindful to use them. I no longer fear them. I no longer am uneducated on how to use them on me specifically. So that should not be an excuse anymore as to why I don't want to use that product. That was my excuse in the past. Now that I understand my skin, my texture, my ability, when I can use certain things, it should not be an excuse. And I really want to incorporate more of my cream and liquid product, especially my eye products. I tend to reach and gravitate towards eyeshadow palettes more than my shadow sticks, my liquid eyeshadows, my cream eyeshadows, and I have a beautiful collection of these items that I do not want to dry up and throw them out. So I have to be more mindful of that as well. Number 3, use more of my makeup that is unused. That is a goal that I'm going to continue from this year on to next year. This year, I made it a mission of mine to go through my eyeshadow palettes specifically, to use them, ones that I haven't used, ones that I barely use, to really see if I want to keep them in my collection. And I want to continue that in 2024. I'm almost done with most of my eyeshadow palettes. I want to go into my singles, my liquids, creams, face palettes that I haven't touched. Those kind of things, I need to be more mindful and use them to see if I still want to keep them or not, or pass them along. So that's another goal I want to continue from this year. 4, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I am not allowed to buy anything, any category except for eyeshadow palettes, obviously eyeshadow products. That is the one thing I always allow myself, but when it comes to anything else, there is not one category in my collection that I need to replenish. 2023 was the year that I took to replenish almost everything: hair care, skin care, and makeup. I ran out of basically a lot of things, and you guys saw I brought in a lot. I don't need it. I don't need to buy a new powder, a new foundation, a new concealer, a new corrector, a new hairspray, a new texture spray. I don't need any of those things. I have replenished everything, and unless I specifically run out of a whole entire category that I use all the time, there is no need for me to buy anything. I should not be bringing in new blushes. I should not be bringing in new highlighters, new face palettes, new lip products, new eyebrow products, new correctors, you name it. Everything with the exception of eyeshadow. And eyeshadow, I haven't figured out what my cap will be, but I will be putting a cap on it because I also don't want to bring 21 eyeshadow palettes like I did this year alone. So I need to figure that out still. But as far as everything else, it's a strict no buy for me. Strict no buy, and I know I can do it because I've done it in the past, and I don't have that urge or urgency or that thirst to want to buy a new foundation or a new powder or a new corrector. I'm content with what I did this year. I've weaned down the ones that I didn't like, moved them along, and kept the ones that I do like. So, and I just want to finish those off. I want to finish those off and then repurchase the ones that I do want to keep. So that is another thing that I'm bringing in this year. No buy for everything except for eyeshadow. Number 5, get to know my collection better. That coincides with using my makeup that I haven't used. I just want to know my makeup more. I will tell you, this year I've known my makeup a lot better than I did 2 years ago. If you were to tell me if I own something in my collection, I can recognize whether I own it or not, or I did own it. In the past, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't remember. Do I? I need to look it up on my app. I've become more familiar with my makeup collection this year versus previous years, but I want to get to know it more. I want to really, really target those categories that I don't reach for often, to be able to really know if I want to keep some things. I really want to target my loose pigment collection. I haven't touched it in a while, and if I'm not going to touch it, I need to pass those things along. So these are the things that I need to get better at. I need to get better at it. I need to just play around in my collection and not bring in more things, to really see what I want to, what should be taking up space in this room and what shouldn't be. Now, as far as usage and empties and pans, I know people do include these in their makeup goals. I don't necessarily have goals for this, and I know you guys probably were wondering what's your goal of pan percentage, what's your goal of how many empties you want to reach, or your goal for how much empties you want to get out as far as the monetary value. I never put those kind of restrictions on myself because year to year it's different. This year, I didn't use up a lot of foundations like I did the previous years because I went into this year with only 2 foundations and I finished 1. So I only had 1 left and then I replenished. There was no way I was going to finish another foundation knowing that I bought all brand new ones this year. So I don't like to put a value to these kind of items. I like this to be a natural, organic thing that happens throughout the year. There may be a moment in my in my makeup journey next year where I just want to use eyeshadow sticks and I use up 3 or 4 of them, but I didn't get to use up any powders, that kind of stuff. So I don't want to put that and say I want to use $1,500 worth of empties. I want to use 100 empties. I want to hit 3,000 pans. Like, that's just not how I do my project pan. I like to just organically use it and love it, because I feel like sometimes when we do put those kinds of goals and restrictions on ourselves, that's when we feel the burnout, because it's like a rat race and you got to get to it or you're going to disappoint. And I'm not going to do that to myself. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you were anticipating hearing these numbers, you're not going to get it from me, because I don't even know. I don't really care how much I finish. I don't really care. So long as I'm finishing things up, using what I have, hitting some sort of pan organically because I'm enjoying a product, not because it's being forced, I'm okay with that, even if that means 1 lipstick a year. At least I know I am using it. I'm going to be able to look back and not regret throwing things out, forcing it, hate panning. Like, that's never been a thing for me. So I just wanted to let you guys know that as well. So these are my makeup goals for 2024. It's so difficult saying 2024. That's all that I have. You guys, if there's any goals that you have, let me know in the comment section, because you guys might have good suggestions that I may want to incorporate for next year. I will hone down on how many eyeshadow products I want to bring in next year. I still have not decided whether I'm just going to choose certain brands that I'm allowed to buy from, or choose an overall number. I haven't decided yet on what to do with when it comes to eyeshadows, but everything else is what it is, and I'm okay with that. So that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me, for enjoying my content, for everything that you guys do, even leaving a heart, sharing my videos. You guys, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for being here, for enjoying my content, for continuing to subscribe into the new year, and coming along the journey still. 11 years, you guys. 11 years I've been doing this, and it's still fun since the beginning. And I'm enjoying it. I still enjoy it, which is something fun. So that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year. I hope everyone has a wonderful new year, and praying for a wonderful 2024. I really am, for each and every one of you guys. All right, that's all that I have, you guys. I will catch you guys next year.